here. What comes to your mind when you think of a nurse? When I think of a nurse, I think of someone who's caring, empathetic, and knowledgeable. But how do these qualities manifest when the nurse is confronted with patients who come from a different culture? A nurse must be aware of these cultural differences to provide the same standard of care to every individual. The Middle Eastern culture is typically one that is family-centered, that holds high regard to their Islamic religion. There are many things that a nurse should learn about the Middle Eastern culture in order to provide personalized quality care. I hope this presentation sheds light on this very growing population. Enjoy!
Communication and personal space come hand in hand. First, I'll talk about communication, which I define as a way to express your emotions and your feelings, also your thoughts and opinions towards different situations in life. In the Middle Eastern culture, they're very big on communicating with each other. They're very hospitable, very welcoming, and they maintain that mentality of my home is your home. Also, relationships are huge in their culture, so building trusting relationships with one another is very important for them. For medical professionals, it's very difficult for them to gain personal information from the Middle Eastern culture just because they have a philosophy where health is associated with being wealthy and good luck, and illness is associated with bad luck and poverty. So basically, it's difficult for them to admit to having illnesses or accept the fact that they're diagnosed with cancer or some terminal illness. Oftentimes, medical professionals also find it difficult because of their demanding behaviors, which they don't mean to do intentionally. It's just another style of communication. So for medical professionals to learn the culture and how they communicate with each other would help better their ability to care for them in the best way possible. As far as personal space, with the Middle Eastern culture, they're very comfortable with standing very close to one another. Reason being is that they like to observe the other person's facial expressions or their reactions to the conversation. So for nurses, it's easy for them to communicate with their patients in that way, where they don't have to worry about standing too far off, or it helps them be able to help their patients. Another thing, as far as building relationships with their patients, it's important for them to create that trust, and that will allow the Middle Eastern patient to be open to communication with their nurse.
In every Middle Eastern family, there is a family spokesman who is usually the oldest or most educated person with the most authority. The doctor, nurse, or any staff member is usually the one who goes to them and talks to them when they're in the hospital, because bad news is never delivered to the patient directly.
The Middle Eastern culture is a polychronic culture. They value building and maintaining relationships and believe that that is more important than deadlines and schedules. The Middle East present time orientation presents a conflict in the healthcare field where punctuality and adherence to appointments are emphasized. A Middle Eastern patient may be late for an appointment or not show up at all because another matter immediately at hand was seen as more important than the previously scheduled appointment.
Biological variations in Middle Eastern culture, it focuses on their personal hygiene and emphasis on clean, healthy eating, because in Islam, the body is considered to be sacred because it's a creation of God. It's made by Allah, so we should take care of it. Like they have this system of diet called halal, where it means that the food is good and it's free from any harmful chemicals or artificial ingredients. So it can be challenging at times because some patients may be picky with the food that you serve them in a healthcare setting. They choose foods that literally have the halal brand on it, or if it's meat, it should be prepared in the halal way. So also, they are not allowed to drink alcoholic beverage because in their culture, in their religion, alcohol is considered to be the root of all evil. It's actually viewed as a creation of Satan. So they're not allowed to drink alcohol, and they also do not eat pork because pork symbolizes like being dirty, filth, and it's just disgusting for them. So it's something that is not fit to be eaten by someone.
Environmental control pertains to the beliefs and values that Middle Eastern people have regarding their health and illness. They may see an illness as a test from God. They see this as a perfect time to realign themselves and reevaluate their relationship with Allah, which is their God. They also believe that an illness may be caused by evil spirits. So because of this, they tend to wear special amulets or burn incense as a way to keep away these evil spirits. Patience and deep understanding about their cultural beliefs is key to providing the best healthcare experience for a Middle Eastern patient.